Hello everyone, welcome back to Cloud Institution again. So we are the best software training institution. So now today in this video we're going to see another another Terraform series video. So the Terraform conditional expression. So what do you mean by Terraform conditional expression? So if you can see about Terraform conditional expressions, we can just set some conditions that can be useful to um, find the conditions of the and then if you want to based on the conditions, it says that whether I need to continue or skip with the resources. Okay, let's see what is the Terraform conditional expression is all about. So the Terraform conditional expressions condition can be on any expression that resolves the Boolean value. So this will usually be expression that use the equality and comparison or logical operations. Okay, so the condition will be like this, the condition and then true value or false value. Okay, now it can be true or false, or it can be variables or non so we can just set some kind of different variables as well. Okay, so let's see this one in the real time. Okay, now what we can do is so I'm going to create a very simple instance. Okay, so now I'm going to create a EC2 instance. Now what I'm telling is that to this instance, so if the instance type, so this instance, AWS instance, and this cloud institution. Now what I'm telling is that if the count instance type is equal, this is the condition, right? The condition is equal to t2.nano, okay? Then it's going to be true. True means it's going to be 1, and then false is going to be 0. Okay, so how are we going to test it? So in the instance type, so in the instance type variables, what I did, okay, so what I did is that instance type I'm not giving, I haven't given any kind of a variables. Okay, so I just define the variable, but I have not given any default values. Okay, so what happens in this case, as we have seen in the previous videos, so this particular so the variable will be prompting me to give an input on the terminal. All right, so now what we can do is we are going to execute it. Now I'm going to do Terraform plan. Okay, so Terraform plan on this one. So now you can see here. Okay, so the instance type should be t2.nano. So what I'm going to do is that I'm giving instance type is going to be t2.nano. Okay, I'm typing this one. So okay, it's going to be giving me the output. Okay, now everything is well and good, right? Now I'm going to do Terraform apply. Terraform apply. If you can do Terraform apply again, it's going to be asking me like what is my instance type. Instance type is going to be t2.nano. Okay, I'm giving yes. So instance will be created successfully. Okay, so instance cloud institution instance is creating. Okay, this is the very simple task. This is it. Now what we can do is, we can also when in the during the next run. Okay, what we can do is we can just change the instance type to something else. So I'm going to do Terraform destroy now. Okay, I'm going to do Terraform destroy so that so I'm going to start with new. Okay, so the instance type which I've given is Terraform 2.nano. Okay, so it's going to be destroying and is going to refresh the state, and then it will be destroying. Okay, so these are the things we have already seen in so many videos, that how to create and how to destroy. So there are various things we have seen. Okay, so in the next trend what we are going to do is that we are going to do some different instance type. For example, I'm going to give t2.micro. Okay, so in this case what happens is that this condition will get false, then it's going to be satisfying with the 0, and then this complete resource block will be skipped. Okay, it's not going to proceed with any kind of a instance creations. So the complete resource block will be skipped, and it is not going to be creating any resources. Okay, so in a fraction of seconds, so it's going to be getting completed, and the restriction will be successful. Then we are going to run this Terraform again to see if the condition is getting passed or not. Okay, this is what we call, so this is what we have seen here. So the condition and the question mark, and then true value and false value. Okay, so this is the condition. The count variable instance type is equal to the nano is the condition, and then it's going to be true value and then the false value. Okay, fair enough. Now what we are going to do is that I'm going to do Terraform apply again. Now this time I'm going to do Terraform, sorry, t2 dot micro. Okay, So as you can see here, it should, this particular resource type should only accept the t2.nano, okay, but I'm giving the input variable as a t2.micro. Okay, so what happens is that your infrastructure is matches the configuration, which means that it completely skipped out of this particular resource. This particular resource is not being executed. All right, so this is the basic, this is the basic example of the conditional expression. Okay, so now instance type is equal to t.nano. I have to be given by, I've given t.micro, right? So if it, even though if I can give t.medium also, or anything else other than t.medium, or anything other than the nano, if you can give, it's not gonna work. Okay, now for example, I'm going to change it to t.micro. We'll see if this particular condition will be accepting or not. Okay, instead of nano, I'm going to give t2.micro. Okay, all right. So I'm going to give Terraform apply. Okay, now I'm giving t2.micro. Now you see, okay, now you can see this, so it's getting executed. Okay, so this is what the condition is all about, so the count. So the count is also it's not only used for the creating a multiple instances, but the count is also be useful for the checking your conditions, so checking the validation as well. Okay, that is the reason why we are using count as a variable. All right, okay, now you see instance is creating, right? So that's it about this video, guys. Hope you understand this particular Terraform conditional expression. Okay, so in the next video we're going to see a lot of different attributes like this. Okay, so if you like this video, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. I know if you have any questions, please drop your comments in the below section, and see you again in the next video.